Boris gives thumbs down to get down on knees for his lobbying scandal, Keir Starmer in a tizzy. Boris Johnson has turned down an opportunity to apologise for his party's botched attempt to reform Parliament's standards watchdog. The Prime Minister's refusal to apologise comes ahead of an emergency debate in the Commons on the handling of the Owen Paterson paid lobbying scandal. On Thursday last week, Paterson announced he would resign as an MP over his role in a paid lobbying scandal, following a tumultuous 24 hours in which the government U-turned on a vote to rewrite standards rules after major backlash. Johnson had originally thrown his weight behind the vote. The UK Prime Minister returned to UN climate talks in Glasgow on Wednesday to issue a fresh call to arms, but was faced with questions about the conduct of his MPs and the Downing Street operation. Twice asked if he wanted to say sorry for trying to block the suspension of disgraced MP Owen Paterson, he refused to do so. Pressed by Sky News for an apology for the government's chaotic handling of the matter, the Prime Minister insisted that there isn't much more to be said. "What we do need to do is look also at the process, and that is what we were trying to do last week," Johnson said. "What I hope is that there will be a cross-party agreement on a way forward, including an appeal process for very difficult and very sad cases such as the one we've seen," he added. "If there is anything positive to come out of the whole thing, it is that, as far as I can make out, the Speaker is determined to try to move us all forward with a system whereby we have a cross-party approach, which is what we were trying to achieve last week." Keir Starmer has accused Johnson of running scared rather than repairing the damage he's done by missing today's debate. Johnson is undertaking a visit to a hospital in Northumberland and has said that because he is travelling by train, would not arrive back to London in time. Boris Johnson does not have the decency either to defend or apologise for his actions, the Labour leader said. Rather than repairing the damage he has done, the Prime Minister is running scared. When required to lead, he has chosen to hide. His concern, as always, is self-preservation, not the national interest. House of Commons Speaker Lindsay Hoyle has described last week's events as a very dark week for Parliament. "I don't want another week like that. Let's listen to the views of MPs and then let's move forward," Hoyle said. "I want to work very closely with the chair of the Standards Committee. The Standards Committee brought that report out, they are reviewing, and I will look forward to their review. But it's about trying to get this House in a much better place than where we left it last week." Johnson defended the right of MPs to carry out second jobs because of the experience they bring to Parliament, but added, "If the system is going to be continued today, it's crucial that MPs follow the rules." He highlighted the responsibility of MPs to serve constituents above all else, along with their duty not to engage in paid lobbying, declaring that those who break the rules must be investigated and should be punished. After those interlocutions, Johnson struggled to turn the conversation back to climate action. His message for world leaders was to pick up the phone and tell summit negotiators that ending man-made climate change is now within reach and that in these final days we just need to reach out together and grasp it.